Hey, what's going on, family? You are in the lab with April, but we are doing Get Up and Level Up on a Monday morning, man. I want to talk to you today about why most people stay stuck. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, if you notice, the same thing they're doing this year, they've been doing for the last few years. And probably the same thing they're doing today, they're going to be doing tomorrow. Or worse, they're going in reverse, they're moving forward. They're staying stuck. You know, people aren't stuck because they can't change. They're stuck because of how they think, feel, and delayed. It's a mindset. It's a mindset to change. When you're changing and going through that process, it hurts, man. It doesn't feel comfortable. And I'm going to get into that. And that's why I tell people sometimes you got to change your circle. You got to change your surrounding. You got to change the pattern you drive to work, the pattern you drive to the store. Things have to change in order to grow and move forward, man. You get your thoughts together more clearly. I always tell people comfort is more dangerous than failure. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at that. Some core ideas. Comfort feels safe, but it's slowly destroying growth. You know, when you first go to the gym, I use the gym because when I was in the gym, and you go in there, you start working out hard, and in the first couple of days, you super sore because you done tore your muscles down, you done worked them hard to where they feel like failure. In the next day or two, man, they sore and they hurt, and you be like, man, I don't want to go back to the gym. This sucks. But then that's failure. But comfort is sitting on the couch, drinking your favorite drink, eating your favorite snacks, got your feet kicked up, no pain, no gain, you ain't worried about nothing. That's comfort. And that's dangerous. That's why I say comfort is more dangerous than failure. At least failure, you went out there and tried. At least failure, you got moving. Comfort, you stay stagnant. You know, so you always have to get moving. You know, most people choose comfort because it doesn't hurt immediately. Most people do. They choose comfort because they see when you out there working out, that's that immediate pain. That's that immediately hurt. You out there knocking on doors. You're trying to grow your business. You're getting moving. People telling you no in your face. They don't think it's gonna work. Why you want to do that? You're allowing people to hit you with that failure, but that should make you grow. That should be like, you know what? You might not believe in me, but I believe in me. When I was building this dry bones, I had people in my own family that didn't believe in me. They probably still don't believe in me. You know what I mean? Until they probably see the numbers that we're doing now. Then they be like, oh, yeah, they're doing pretty well. But failure comes with a lot of no's, man. Comfort comes with that. I don't even want nobody to tell me no. I don't want nobody to tell me they don't like my stuff. So I'm just gonna sit here. I keep working for the man. And I'm not saying not to work for somebody. That's not what I'm saying, because we all have to work for somebody. You know what I mean? In order to get to the certain level where we want to move and do our own thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, comfort is dangerous. You wake up 5 years later in the same place, same income, same mindset. It's a mindset. You know what I mean? Comfort creates invisible change. I remember the story of my mentor at the time telling me about a story of their dog. He was saying they had a dog for 10 years. And out of that 10 years, 9 of those years, the dog stayed chained up. He stayed chained up for 9 years. They take the food out to a certain point. The dog know the chain will reach that level, and it'll come eat that food and use the bathroom in the same area and drink his water in the same area. But one day, probably the last 6 months of the dog's life, they went behind. The dog never saw him unhook the chain, but they went and unhooked the chain. But the dog mindset that it was still chained up. And when they moved the food further outside of the perimeter that the dog is used to, the dog refused to eat it. The dog refused to come because in his mind, in the dog's mind, it was only supposed to stay in that. It can only stay in that circle. knowing that it was free, it could have roamed the whole backyard. And that's why how a lot of us think. We're in a mindset of, I'm not good enough to do this. I can't achieve that. Why me? And I always tell people when I talk to them on the phone doing my coaching calls and accountability calls, I tell people, why not you? And by the way, like, share, subscribe to the channel. You want to set up a coaching call with me? You want to help yourself get to the next level? I want to show you how I did. You want to pick my brain? Go to our Stand store. Our Stand store, I will put that link in the description here. You can click on the Stand store, book a call with me directly. If you want just a 15-minute call, you can book a 15-minute call, pick my brain. I call it pick my brain. Or you can have some accountability calls where they're a little longer with me. And I tell you how I break down things. I tell you my strategy. And because, hey, at the end of the day, it's only you. You got to go and grow you. I can't lift the weights for you. I can't build your business for you. I can show you how I did it, and it's up to you to go do it. So, yeah, like, subscribe to the channel, and also go to my Stand store and book a call with me, and let me help you get to that next level. But growth only happens when you're uncomfortable. You know, when your back is against the wall, that's when you be like, I gotta just fight. I can't sit here no more. I done lost my house. I done lost my car. I done lost my family. I done lost my job. And you like, hey, I'm at the bottom. I can't go no lower. I gotta go in and fight. And that's what I tell people. You got to fight. You got to fight to change your mindset. You got to fight to go and get that deal. You got to fight to get those numbers. You got to fight to have people believe in you. Most people don't want to fight. This life, I tell people all the time, when they book a call with me, I tell them up front, this life ain't built for everybody. If you ain't willing to fight, if you ain't willing to go be a go-getter, if you ain't willing to get up and level up every day, and when I mean get up and level up, I don't mean you got to get up at 4:30, 5:30, 6. I don't mean none of that. What I mean, when you get up, you make the most of your time. Because some of us work third shift. Some of us work second shift, so you ain't up in the morning. But when you wake up, you have to make the most of your time. You got to go and get it. Stop wasting time. And I'm going to tell you, I used to say, stop wasting time on the video games. Until I seen these guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on the video games. So I'm telling people on Twitch and Kick and all these streaming platforms that's paying guys to play the video games. So I'm telling these guys, hey, that might be an avenue. If you really love the game, ladies, if your man loved the game that much and Madden and all these Call of Duty games, hey, tell them to sign up for Twitch. Tell them to sign up for Kick. Tell them to go on YouTube, got a game. TikTok got a game. Sign up for these things. People are paying people to play the game live. So I'm telling people, man, go find out, go get it. You know, but a lot of people won't take that chance on themselves. They don't want to believe in themselves. You know what I mean? And someone hates their job but stays because it pays the bills. They avoid risk, no new skills, no growth, same life. Same life. You stand there, why? You're not happy, you're miserable. It does pay the bills, but while you're at that job, be setting a little bit aside, be sharpening your skills, be preparing to exit one day. Be prepared to build something for yourself. Next thing you know, it's 30, 40, 50 years that went by. And you haven't achieved none of your goals. You made somebody else wealthy. You made somebody else rich, but you've done nothing for yourself. And I tell people that you have to do something for yourself. You have to go get it for yourself. A lot of people's fear of embarrassment versus fear of regret. You know, people be embarrassed, man. They told me no, so I guess this ain't for me. I'm just gonna do my thing and don't worry about it. Go up here and work for Mr. Mike and just keep doing my thing, keep my head down. All right, that's one no. You probably gonna hear 100 no's, but it's that one yes that can turn your situation around. That one yes. That one yes can cancel out all your no's. I tell people all the time, 6 months of dedication and consistency will wipe out 10 years of laziness. 6 months. You be 6 months to say, I'm going to do this on this day consistently. I'm going to work on my skills. I'm going to get better. And it'll wipe out 10 years of you not doing anything, your laziness. I guarantee that. I'm living proof of that. Be consistent. Be dedicated to your craft. And watch how things change for you. People fear looking stupid more than they fear wasting their life. They do. People fear that. I don't want to look stupid out here in front of these people. I could care less about anybody. People ask me all the time, man, I can't believe you said that on your reaction channel. I can't believe you did this. At the end of the day, you ain't paying my bills. You ain't running my company. And all good CEOs, all good leaders, all good business owners, they have a shock value. But that shock value gets your attention. Then they bring you into their intellect and showing you how they do things and why they do that. Look at the former CEO of Apple back in the day, Steve Jobs. He was relatable because he wore jeans and that black turtleneck all the time. But he was brilliant. He took Apple to the next level. And I tell people that all CEOs gonna have a shock value in the intellect value. You just got to choose yours. Embarrassment is short-term pain. People laugh, judge, comment. Regret, long-term pain. You never tried. You know how many people never tried? Never tried. They talk about it. They say, I'm going to do this, man, one day. I want to do this. I want to be that. But they never tried. What was they afraid? What was you afraid of? If I'm talking to you, what you afraid of trying, man? Go out there and get it. I could care less about people laughing at me. People are, oh, hey, bro, man, you startle when you get excited, man. You talk fast when you get excited. Yep, I do all that. But you know what? You watching me. You watching me because I'm relatable. I'm your next door neighbor. I'm relatable. I'm genuine. I'm not sitting up here acting holier than that. I'm with you. I'm in the trenches with you. I'm telling you how I did it. Took my shovel and hard hat and did it. It's still doing it. And it's an everyday fight and an everyday struggle. And yes, people going to tell me, oh, man, I had one person tell me, I don't like your show. I'm unsubscribing from you. Hey, I can't stop you from unsubscribing. Thank you for stopping by and coming. That's how I look at it. But stop being stuck. Go get it. Whatever that is. Whatever. You want to be a baker. You want to be a carpenter. You want to start that lawn service. You want to start that car wash. You want to be a content creator. You want to be go get it. You'd rather fail than to not try it all. At least if you fail, you be like, man, I tried it. I gave it 110% of my time. I put my finances in it. It just didn't work for me. But you tried. But most people sit up here and tell you, oh, man, that ain't going to work. They never even tried anything. That's why I said name the show, Get Up and Level Up. Just do it. When I started this, man, I was by myself. It's plenty of times I'm in the office at night, 1, 2 in the morning before I lay down. By myself, my house sleep. I got to go get it. I refuse to lose. People come and go, but I refuse to lose. All right, let's keep on going, man. We're going to talk about what would people think? What would people think kill more dreams than failure ever will? Yeah. What would they think about me? I could care less. You should care less. Social media amplifies this fear. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching and nobody's watching, but once it's out there on the internet, everybody got an opportunity to watch. People would rather stay quiet than risk being seen failing. Yep, they will. But like I tell people, if you never try, you don't know. You might just win. You might just succeed. I tell people, look at Jerry Jones' story. He said he failed 28 businesses before he bought the Cowboys? And the Cowboys were one of the most valued NFL team. So he failed 28 or 29 times when I looked through his book. But that one got him winning. It only take one. It's like a boxer. I tell people it's like a boxer. Boxing match. You're in a 12-round fight. You lose in 11 rounds. It take one lucky swing to knock that other boxer out and you win that match after you've been being whooped 11 rounds. It's only take one. You got to go get it. You got to do it. Example, somebody will start a YouTube channel. Doesn't start because friends might judge. 2 years later, still watching others win. And that's how it is. You know what I mean? You'll start a channel, right? And you'll be like, my family gonna be watching this, so I ain't gonna even start up. People gonna be judging me because of how I look, how I talk, what I say, how I sound. 2 years later, you still watching me, telling you why you stuck. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, just go out there and do it. Everybody, we all have a story. It's 8 billion people on this planet. There's room for you. There's a platform for you. Somebody want to hear your story. Somebody. You tell me out of 8 billion people, you can't get 0.05%. 8 billion people, what's that? Right at a million, I think. I don't have a calculator in front of me, so don't get on me, people. I'm just being honest with you. Somebody want to hear you. Somebody gonna watch. Whether they criticize, judge, share, like, subscribe, whatever, somebody gonna watch. You could be an inspiration to somebody by telling your story. You know, waiting to feel ready is a trap. Waiting to feel ready is a trap. You would never had that perfect moment to start, whatever it is. You just got to go do it. It's like jumping in the swimming pool. Ain't no perfect time. The water always gonna feel cold when you first get in there. Just got to jump. Just got to go swimming. If you can swim, now you can't swim. Don't be damn jumping in. Don't be jumping in the swimming pool. But if you can swim, water always gonna be cold. Ain't no perfect time. Just jump in there. Especially when you initially do it. Just go get it, man. You will never feel ready. Readiness comes after action. Exactly. People think confidence comes first. Nope. You just got to do it. I had zero confidence when I got on these cameras. If you've been following me long enough, you know I started probably about 15 years ago, and my camera was always off. I did that for about 8 years. Man, I was like, man, people gonna judge, people gonna criticize, people gonna be like, look at it. Now I'm like, yeah, judge all you want. Hey, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. That's what I tell people. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Hey, you wanna go to my stand store and book a call with me, and I can share my experience, how I got here. I can show you how I went from 500,000 views a month across all our platforms to over 11 million views a month in 90 days, because it happened in 90 days. I was only getting 500,000 views a month across YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I decided to lock in. I decided I didn't want that no more. I decided 500,000 views wasn't good enough for me. And I locked in. I'll tell y'all that story. I came back, we was on vacation. And I came home. I was sitting out there on the balcony on vacation. I was looking. I was like, you know what? When I get home, I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock in and be consistent. I'm going to dedicate. I ain't taking no days off. I'm not going to miss. I want what I want, and regardless who don't like it, who don't help me, who don't support me, I'm gonna go get it. And this just happened. This happened. I was on vacation in December. I came home. I told my wife, I'm finna lock in when I get back. I just want it. In January, we went from 500,000 in December to 1.3 million views in January. So all right, that's good. It's 3 times what we, pretty much almost 3 times. In February, we hit 4.5 million views. Oh, so we did 3 times what we had done previous. In March, we hit over 11 million, right at 12 million views. So I did 3 times that. And I keep growing. I keep scaling up because I refuse to lose. You have to lock in. If you want it, you got to lock in. I don't care if you work 10, 12 hours. Make time for yourself to lock in. People refuse to lock in. People refuse to put some time in for them. You have to. If you're going to build something, you got to build brick by brick by brick. You got to set aside that time for you to build what you're trying to build. Because at any given time, that company will let you go. And you're a number to them. And then what? Now you trying to start your business? It's good just because you started, but you should. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The next time to plant a tree is today. Just being honest with y'all, man. Don't worry about confidence. It'll come as you get better. Feeling ready is just a fear disguised as a logic. There's no perfect moment. You just need to start. That's why I tell people, just start. I'll start when I have a better equipment. I did a show. Go back and watch my previous show. People always say that I start when I get me a camera. I start when I get me a better mic. I start when I get me a better computer. I start when I get me a better background behind me. Just start. Just do it. Go and watch my previous video on the Get Up and Level Up channel and also on the Dry Bones Media channel. Just start it, man. Don't stop waiting. You're too comfortable. You're too comfortable. Get in front of the camera, practice. Even if you don't want to go live, I go live. All my shows are live. I could care less. Even if you don't want to go live, just start recording yourself. Start talking on camera. Get comfortable with that. And then release it. Do some edits. I don't edit mine. Everything y'all get from me is raw. Everything you get from me is raw. Yep. Raw and genuine. This is me. This is my everyday life. I'm going to go and do social media. I'm going to go and do film. I'm going to go and do write. I got an ebook dropping. But I refuse at this stage in my life to lose. I will give out before I give up. I'd never quit. I give out before I give up. And I'm telling each one of you that. Never quit, man. Go get it. It's for you. It is for you. Why people stay in the same cycle for years? Because you let people dictate you. You let your friends tell you. You let people put their fears on you. You know what I mean? People repeat cycles because they never change their identity or their habits. And your identity and your habits is in your circle, your friends, your family. I love my family, but I would not let them dictate whether I become successful or not, whether I stay stagnant or not, whether they support me or not. I could care less. I'm gonna keep grinding, keep pushing the envelope because I got people depending on me. I got my kids, even though they're grown now, they still depend on that. So I got people pushing me and depending on me and like, hey, Dad, I know you got it. Yes, baby, I got it. And I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to hand all this enterprise media off to you all. So stop letting people dictate whether or not you succeed or not. I could care less. And you should care less. That's why people stay stuck because you too busy worried about what cousin Junebug gonna say, what Mama Rose gonna say, what Papa Joe gonna say, what your friends gonna say, what your coworkers. You too busy worried about all these people here. I could care less about any of these people because at the end of the day, you have to support you. You have to support and take care of your family. So don't worry about what everybody else say. Oh, that lawn service ain't gonna work. Boy, you ain't gonna do nothing. I know people built $1 million lawn service. I know people built $1 million car wash. I know people built $1 million, making $1 million on social media right now. Every month they check is like $100,000 from YouTube and Facebook. It can happen. So why you letting people dictate whether or not you get that or not? Environment matters. Change that environment. People won't motivate you, or people won't support you. There's people online that'll support you. Put out good product. Watch how people support you. Stop being afraid. Being a fear. Fear. Once fear clamp on you, it'll derail you. It'll derail your future. It'll derail your job. I'm afraid to get the promotion. I'm afraid to start the business. I'm afraid to ask your girl out for a date. I'm afraid to ask him out for a date. When women, you can ask the man out. You know what I mean? Stop being afraid. Kicking that door. All right, I failed. I failed at that business. All right, I'm kicking the door on this business. All right, I failed. Or I might have saw, I'm going to tell this to y'all. You know how many times I had to hit the reset button? I'm not afraid to say it. I hit the reset button several times. Hell, I just hit the reset button last year because I seen what I was doing in error. I said, okay, that didn't work. So I need to change that. Well, I ain't going to say I hit the reset. I pivot. And then I need to pivot over here. All right, let's go through that door because I think that's a better way. All right, that didn't work either. Okay, let's back up. Let's take 2 steps back. Let's see where our pros and cons. I'm never afraid to pivot. In hell, if I had to pivot again next month, I would pivot again. That's what visionaries do. That's what people who want a certain life do. They don't care. They don't worry about pivoting and starting over and moving forward. They want what they want and they go get it regardless of who's supporting them or not. And most of us, because I got a friend, I'm jumping around, but I got a friend who I call have a rabbit syndrome. A lot of us have what I call a rabbit syndrome. And a rabbit syndrome is, you ever seen a rabbit where he being chased by a prey, a big animal, or they prey? That rabbit be getting it. Hiding and jumping and all that. But soon as that rabbit get caught, the rabbit has zero fight. Zero fight. The rabbit gives up. I have a partner right now. So many ideas. Great ideas. I'm very supportive. And he'd get ready to go do his idea and have a flat tire on his car or something. I'm just using that example. And that'll derail him for the whole month. Rabbit syndrome. He gave up because of one bad thing happened to him. If that rabbit will fight, he might get away. A rabbit don't fight, he gives up. And then get eaten or whatever happened to him. You know what I mean? And that's how people in life, if one bad thing happened, they give up. And they say, no, 5 years can pass by and they have achieved nothing. Stop wasting your time. Stop being stuck. Go get it, man. We have been saying, you do, this is a great saying I love. You'll do it one day over a year. You'll do one day for over a year. And I'm gonna give you a better example than that. would I write it down? I want because I want to get it correct. I want to write this down for you guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Got you. Day one versus one day. That's what I want to tell you. I said it wrong. Day one versus one day. You know the difference? Same word, same two words, but you know the difference between day one and one day. Day one meaning you start today. This is day one. One day mean, hell, you're going to start one day. Who knows what that is? Who knows when that day? So I tell people, make your day one today steady one day. And some people do it, some people don't. That's why I have people just fill out questionnaires before you sit down and have a call with me, a personal call with me. My first call, because I don't believe in doing coaching calls, I believe in doing accountability calls. I take detailed notes. I write down what you're saying, and I'm gonna hold you accountable every time we talk. Every time you book that call with me, I'm gonna say, hey, you remember we said this last Monday? All right, where you at on this right here? You said you was gonna do this. Oh, you didn't achieve it? And then by the second or third time you hadn't been achieving anything, I'm gonna tell you why you keep wasting your money calling me. I believe in being upfront with people. Don't waste your money just having a conversation with me if you're not gonna go and actually do this thing. Because I take your money all day. But why waste it if you know you're not gonna do it? I'm just being honest with you guys. Just being honest with you. You know, this is the wake-up call moment. This is, man. Everybody has that one thing. Start a business, start a channel, get in shape, leave a situation. Everybody have that light bulb moment. What is yours? One day, procrastination will be your nickname. What is your light bulb moment? What is that day you gonna go and say enough? It's enough. I ain't dealing with that. I ain't dealing with him. I ain't dealing with the car. I could care less about the house. I could care less about the family. I can care less about the neighbors. It's okay to be selfish. People be like, oh, you selfish. In order to be selfless, you have to be selfish. Because I can't be selfless if I have nothing to give. I have to be selfish so I can go out here and get things so I can be able to be selfless to help people in need, in knowledge, and whatever it might be. And I always tell people that it's all right to be selfish. Don't worry about what people say about you. Oh, yeah, he's selfish. He ain't going to help them. I might not. Damn sure might not. Just being honest with you. But I want to. I wish I could save the world. I wish I could show everybody how easy this is. But it's not easy. It's a daily grind. It's a daily struggle. It's a daily push. You have to get up and level up every day. Go get it. I'm going to leave y'all with this. If nothing changes in your life, nothing changes in your life. With that said, man, I'm able to get up and level up. I'll see y'all next Monday at 10:40.